Dope dialogue.
Like, could you give the importance and why it's so important right now more than ever for Black people to get on this technological revolution? Like,
Hey,
what's the
fam,
benefits and why do we need to hop on it right now?
every industry that is named outside of social media, those industries are centuries old and they're ran by the gatekeepers of those industries where they're able to pick and choose who's able to get into the industry, how they're able to profit, and how they're able to have access. When we think about textiles, real estate, oil, whatever you want to think about, it's some old white people that run that shit. And if it ain't some old white people that run that shit, the young white folks that run it, they literally inherited from some old white people, right? When we talk about this transfer of wealth, we start thinking about how new cryptocurrency is, and we're thinking about how new, you feel me, decentralizing of economics is in terms of what we're doing in the structured world, especially the Western world. You feel me? So when we think about, you know what I'm saying, the stock market, for instance, shit, right now it's 11:13 my time. You feel me? So if I want to, you know, move and groove some things, I can do it. At 3:30, I can't do it no more. Cryptocurrency is so revolutionary that, hey, man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. If I want to move some Bitcoin into some Ethereum or something like that, or move some coins around, I can do that. The reason why it's important, though, is because now we're starting to see where different businesses and institutions are starting to take cryptocurrency as a legitimate type of currency. We're also starting to see a whole bunch of transfer of the old school fiat archaic, saying the cryptocurrency is still fiat currency. So I ain't gonna say that word, but you feel me? We're seeing a transfer of kind of the old backed by the old assets
for sure,
basically, and some new shit. And I just think that it's just smart for us to get into it. You feel me? Like I got a 3-year-old and I got a 5-year-old. When they 20 in 20 years, cryptocurrency and NFT, the whole crypto scene is gonna be dumb. And you either gonna be listening to this conversation thinking like, I wish I would have did something about it, or you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because really reach yourself and research, go learn, figure out what it is, and really being real. I know I see the thing about the, you know what I'm saying, doing it. How I understand the how I got my understanding of stock and shit. It came from February when GameStop and GameStop and AMC and all that shit was going on. But I've been around people that sell drugs my whole life, bro. Like my whole life. You feel me? Like my whole life, I've been around people that sell drugs. Once I figured out that's pretty much the economic strategy of being able to generate profit is the same way when you hustling in the streets with work, is the same thing it is with stocks and bonds. It blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make a little bit of money, buy you a little ounce, buy your ounce, flip it a couple times, got you a little money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want to make a little bit more money, yo, get you a QP. You feel me? You want to make you know what I'm saying? Get you a half pound, get you a pound. You want to make some real money? Get 10 pounds. The stocks and bonds work the same way. We'll make you a little bit of money and make where you put up a little bit of something, buy you a little piece of stock somewhere, a little piece of this, a little piece of that. You feel me? You want to make a little bit of money, buy a whole share, a whole stock. You want to make some real money, buy a couple of them. And then making it where I'm having a conversation with you. As we having this conversation right now, I get to go get on to these little websites and see how much money I made. You feel me? When we was having this conversation. And it's just thinking about the way A Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's a great book. You feel me? You should go check it out. If you listen to this, we really got to change our relationship to economics. You feel me? I come from generational poverty. But I don't have the same generational poverty mindset that I was grew up in. When I get my dollars now, my dollars is my workers. You feel me? I'm not really going to return. I'm not going to give up no worker until they work for me enough. If anybody book me for an event, I'm going to take my money and I'm going to invest my money in particular ways and pay bills. When it comes to buying up shit, I'm not going to buy up nothing until this dollars that made enough for me. You feel me? And it's just like, that's not what it is. And cryptocurrency and the volatility of that market, and you feel me? The bullshit coin Doge, you know what I'm saying, showed me a lot. But now I'm past that. Now I got Cardano and a whole bunch of other coins. And I didn't move to, you feel me? But you got to start somewhere. You got to learn. And you feel me? It come with risk. Everything come with risk. Everything come with risk. You're not always winning. The market is always market. It's always going up and down. But what I know about being philosophy and theory, and the market is just driven by fear and greed. So if you can overstand fear and greed and not get lost in the sauce of that bullshit, you're gonna do like the streets is. You feel me? Sometimes the QPs, they going for 1,200. Sometimes they going for 800. It obviously makes more sense to buy the QP at 800 than 12. Well, that's how the market works. You feel me? When everybody freaking out because prices is dropping, hopefully your money's smooth and you can buy up some shit. And then when it go back up, you can count your profits and move on. But it's just really that simple though. And I just think that a lot of gatekeeping has happened throughout our life as being poor people, whether you Black, Native, Hispanic, poor people. We've been tricked into thinking about it being more complex than what it really is and how these folks are able to make money.